Hi everyone, today we have a new video review, and as you can see, this time we have on the table the fresh release from Miniart. It's 1/35 scale kit from Buildings and Accessories series, and what we have here is the railway crossing. So it might be interesting for some diorama with the train, maybe also with some vehicle and without the train, maybe it will be just the part of the diorama base. But what we have here on the table, that's the final shape of this release, and it means nothing will change if you order it, for example, from Modelimex. The kit number is written there, is 35666, and we have here also the short list of the features. It's just written that it's not a toy, obviously, parts count is not there anymore, and as you can notice, the box size is rather typical for such type of the release from Miniart. So here is comparison with my hand. We have quite, I would say, explanatory box art. So we have two railways, and we also have these special blocks which are used for the train crossing. Here from the opposite side you can see also some safety advices and address of the manufacturer, and on the opposite side you can see three other kits in the same scale. I reviewed them as well, so in case you are interested you can find them easily on the same YouTube channel which you are watching right now. This is a top opening box, so that's why it's easy and quick to open, and as you can see we have the same set of parts basically, so it's the same type of the sprue, and also we have the decals there and assembly manual on the bottom. It's a sealed plastic bag, so I'm going to cut through it right now and we will take a closer look together. But in the meantime I can also remind you that there was also special sets released for the tram, and I think there were even the tram stands, so the whole street part and with the tram line and other things. So it's quite interesting things to check, and I reviewed them as well, so that's why I recommend to take a look in case you are into such type of the dioramas in this scale. So I'm going to open the plastic bag right now. It's a bit tricky because of the tight fitment of the parts, but it should be still quick to do. So first of all, let's start with the gray plastic sprues, and the first one is AC. So here we have the parts for the crossing itself, and I will just zoom in so that you can see what I'm talking about here. So this sprue is given in 4 pieces, and here as you can see we even have some signs which are included like this. And well, do not worry about this triangle. There are decals which will actually help you copy, but because of the white color on the decals, it's necessary to paint the plastic part in the white paint, obviously. And here from the opposite side you can see we have some guiding elements which will help you with the proper position. We have also the wooden texture here, so if I zoom in closer you can notice it, and I think it's a very useful thing because it will give you a bit better looking result, and you can also play with some weathering on those parts. And the same applies to the next sprue. So here all of the wooden parts, they have the texture on them, so this wooden grain, and I think it's quite nice. It's even better for modelers who don't want to spend time trying to replicate it. They get it out of the box, they are okay with it, and they just bring it out with some weathering techniques. Now obviously it will be also a good thing to get the proper set of paints for the wood, because here I think the look will also play very important role, because otherwise it will be looking like a simple toy. Next we continue also with the special mechanisms for this railway crossing, so I will just zoom in again and you can see all of these parts, and I think again the parts are quite nicely detailed. We have thin attachment points on each of those, and I think it might be good also to check some reference photos so that you understand how to properly paint them. But as you can see we have, for example, these parts which are divided into 2 halves. We have also the guiding elements which will help you with the proper position. So in this sense Miniart gives you quite a nicely designed kit, and it's only a matter of careful assembly. Next we also have the set of the sprues for the railway itself, and I'm just counting how many are there. It's 8 sprues of this type, which I am placing on the table right now, and I think it's worth zooming in and checking it closer, because as you can see, we have the rail itself molded like this, and we also have here these wooden parts, and again we have really nice wooden texture. We also have the different texture on them, so it's not just like copy paste, and I think it's very important. Obviously it will be similar between the sprues, because you have 8 sprues of this type, so obviously there will be some repetition, but nobody stops you from replicating more damage with your own hands and tools. I think it might be actually a good idea to help you to get a bit more sophisticated look. And if I zoom in again and show you the decals, as you can see, there are not that many symbols, but they are coming from cartograph, so printing quality is good. And again, I remind you that for the better sign look, you have to use the white background, otherwise it will look very weird. And as for the assembly process, we have the assembly manual printed in black and white, so I will just close the lenses a bit and zoom out. Now you should be able to see the instructions. So first we start with this railway lock, and also, as you remember, we have the signs here, we have also the parts map here, and on the opposite side you can see the railway assembly process. So it's quite simple, but pay attention to how the parts should be combined, because in some cases it might be actually good to pre-paint the parts and then join them together, because this way you will make the whole appearance a bit more sophisticated, and it will be a bit more like a real thing in 1/35 scale, obviously. So whole kit should be already available. You can get it in Modelimax, and of course I will be happy to hear your opinion about such diorama set, so write it here in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.